everyone, and welcome to another session of Journey to Ragnarök, a campaign of mythical proportions. As always, we have a very special intro. Go.
Well-earned respite for heroes in Alreker's great hall, but little leisure taken as learning they seek. Sagas and smithing, spells, and Asatru, the companions grow wiser by using rest well. Thorgest, all red-runed and naked in snow, rare sighting of seer as from hut he peers. Jarl is impatient for portents, and commoners question the fate of Uppsala, fair stronghold and city. While for hunting faring forth, the friends hear distress. Two fishermen from Fenmark with fear bring a tale. Fire flashing in warning, swampland settlement destroyed. Raiders' ruin of Flaugunbarr persecutes Alreker's peace. And chitinous clawed creature on island caught sight. What meat will appease it, or is ire aroused? Princess persuades Jarl with pouting and charm to give allies approval incursions to explore. But to protect the princess and stave off Heilhofen's curse, Jarl's guard he sends to attend allies' attempt. Eric and Kjall, childhood friends of the crows, strong spears and sturdy sinew to stick close at heroes' sides. And shopping.
And with that, I think we left off with all of you preparing to get on the boat?
Yes.
Sounds right.
So take it away, boat people.
Boat people.
Boat people.
I know Opier readied the sails.
I did ready the sails.
And then the twins just arrived at the boat with their supplies.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm like, come on, boys. Everybody, let's go. Everybody in the boat, let's go.
And I think I remember Opier saying that he was going to do some fishing.
Yeah,
Did
I was
that
basically
happen?
just going to fish off the edge of the boat until you guys showed up with whatever fishing tackle is on the boat, because I don't actually own fishing tackle, so I was just going to borrow whatever was chilling on the boat, and I was just going to fish off the edge of the boat until everybody showed up, see if I can catch something.
So roll me a survival for fishing.
Okay.
Animal handling?
No, I'm gonna say survival. Animal handling if he was one
If he was using his bare hand.
If I'm noodling.
Yeah, so now roll me 2d10.
9.
You got 9 fish of various sizes.
Alright.
Oh.
I will put them on whatever fish storage devices we have on the boat and just
So a bucket?
Yeah, big old ice bucket, so that we got fish, some more fish to eat, so we don't have to fish quite as much, maybe. Sashimi.
I'm setting up a table towards the back of the boat, and I'm gonna go with the cartographer's tools that I have, and I'm gonna map because I've mapped our journey thus far. I rolled really good thanks to Tobias' help last session. So now I'm gonna prepare to kind of like track as we go forward.
Okay. Wonderful. Anything else from any of you before you set sail?
How long are we expecting this to take? I mean, I know we're looking at stages because we're looking at an island in between the two land masses, right?
You can gather it's about a 2 days journey.
Okay.
Who is... Okay, yeah, you have someone at the helm because your father sent you here.
I've nominated myself captain. I don't know that means I'm at the helm, though.
Of course, Opier could take the helm because he's a ship.
I will do whatever role is needed.
Yeah, so let's see. It is up to you guys to elect a helmsman, a navigator, and a lookout, and any other PC will be at the oars.
Huh.
I think
Well.
I'm probably better off in navigation or the physical portions of it. I'm not the best lookout.
Well,
I
helmsman
lose
seems
attention.
logical, and we have our cartographer here for navigation.
Hey, I will do whatever needs, except like I said, I'm not the best at keeping watch. I get bored.
I do not row. I will be lookout.
Okay, so then I would be the helmsman? Or, right? Because
we had
Ophir was gonna
we had
pick
what?
up the...
Navigator, helmsman.
Navigator, helmsman, and lookout, and then any other PCs/NPCs will be at the oars.
Well, if you want to be the helmsman, Tobias, I can. What I'll do is, since I have, I think I'm probably the most knowledgeable of the workings of ships and how they go. So what I will do, instead of picking one specific position, is I will maneuver around the boat, helping out where help is needed. So if an oarsman is not pulling their weight, I'll help them out. Or if it looks like we might be getting lost on the ocean, I will help out with our navigation. If Tobias gets tired from helming, then I'll helm. I'll just kind of be the float worker around the boat, kind of giving my expertise where I can.
I like this plan. I like this plan.
Plus, if there's like something that happens, I can quickly get to somewhere else and do what needs to be done. So.
Okay, well, that being said, I'm gonna say, Njord, don't let me embarrass myself. Njord, please don't let me embarrass myself.
Alright, so...
Yep.
Alright, so... Who's what?
Helmsman.
Alright.
Gwen is navigator.
You're navigator, and that means then... Asher is
And
the
lookout.
lookout?
Yep.
Okay. So... As you all leave the coast and set off, the sky shatters and starts falling on your head in a myriad of wet fragments. Heavy rain starts pouring down, blighting the rest of the trip. At least the buffeting wind is feeding the small square sail, hastening your travel. So, for day 1, I need from the helmsman an athletics check.
Oh, excellent.
You got it. You got it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Guidance. Oh, wait.
Oh, wow.
I'm not that character today.
18, okay. With that, next up, I would like a survival check from our navigator.
I don't know if this makes any difference whatsoever, but I did take for my human feet, wow, brain fart. Keen mind, so I always know which direction is north.
Okay.
So I don't know if that makes any difference or if that lowers the DC, but I did want you to make you aware that I had that.
I'm going to say no for now, because you know what way's north, but you still need to make your survival check to keep on the correct route and not bash into any rocks.
Perfect. 3.
Can I assist as I see us starting to go off course as this rain is battering down and I'm used to being in these conditions? Because I also have proficiency in survival.
I will let you roll a survival at disadvantage.
Okay, that works. Let me check one thing I got here. Okay, it's only for those ones. So an 8, it's a little better.
Oh.
Jesus.
Okay. And then finally, I need a perception from the lookout. 13, okay. Now, someone roll me a d10.
I'll do it.
Lando, we see Uppsala again.
You know what? We may be getting lost, but at least we got a good driver. Keeping us on the road, kind of.
Okay. So as you guys are going along the day, despite, knowing their way, being able to tell which way's north, Gwyn's directions don't really hold true, and one of your oars gets stuck between the rocks, and you can choose. You guys actually get to choose. Well, actually, no. I'm gonna roll a D3, and 1 is gonna be, assuming Opier is helping at the oars.
Yeah.
2 is going to be Iric, and 3 is going to be Kjall.
Oh no.
Nope, that's the wrong game. See what I did there? Oh no, wrong
Okay,
game.
so you can mark this on the sheet, Astrid, because you have access. Kjall is going to be taking 5 bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
Oh no.
But you are
Okay.
able to unstick the oar and continue on your way. And that is... Okay, hold on. Let me see something. Okay. So...
Oop, sorry.
Now,
Don't mind me.
you guys successfully make it through the day of traveling. It is still rocky. It is still windy and raining. Your night's rest aren't comfortable. But at the top of day 2, I would like another athletics check from the helmsman.
So I'm okay if the answer is no, but is it possible to ask for guidance from Njord at each of these intervals?
You certainly can. You just have to give me
Okay.
your guidance, yeah.
Alright, cool. I thank you, Nord, for supporting our travel, but I'm going to need your guidance and your endurance in order to overcome this next obstacle.
Since I also am a follower of Njord specifically, can I assist him
You
in...
may, so Tobias will roll with advantage.
Yeah, I like that.
Cool. So using all my life experience and my... Man, I really should be the one helming this. I'm very good at
Probably.
athletics, guys. I'm
And
very
you
good.
get- you get a
Do you want to
D4.
swap places?
Hey, I tried.
Yeah.
You
We
do
can
get a
certainly try.
D4.
You do have your D4. Yeah, we can swap if you want later on. The next day, we'll swap tomorrow. You got this today.
Our mark, it gives us 1d4 on athletics, doesn't it?
We have a different mark. I don't have the same
Oh.
one as you. I have passage.
That's mine.
Oh, I don't think it does. I'll check. Let me see. Racial traits. When you make an acrobatics check or any ability check to operate or
acrobatics,
maintain a land vehicle, you can roll an additional D4.
That's my mistake. I got it mixed
No,
up.
you're good. I forgot that was there.
Okay. So, 18. Then I need another survival check by the lookout, not the lookout, the navigator.
Oh, let me talk to Gwen real quick. Listen, Gwen,
Yes.
I know that you're not necessarily used to doing it, but I think yesterday was just a little bit of a rocky start, and I think you're really good at learning as you go. Have some bardic inspiration.
Thank you.
Okay. Someone roll me.
Oh my god, we're gonna end up back at home.
Someone.
Oh,
Okay, now
no.
finally I need a perception.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Now I need a D10, please.
I did it the last time.
I got it. Oh.
Ooh, okay.
That sounds nicer.
Okay, so as you guys are going, it's not the best traveling. But as you're going, the rain fades a little bit, and a warm ray of sun shines amongst you all. And funny enough, because this is what it reads, and I'm counting them as characters, the characters with less HP, the character with less HP gains inspiration, so Kjall gains inspiration.
Okay.
Damn it.
Is that the least HP?
He's missing some, is how I'm
He's
counting.
missing
this
some,
is the
yeah.
one missing the most. I see.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And that marks day 2, and we go into this next part, this next narration. So, it's already 2 days that you have undertaken this perilous journey, pushed forward by your courage and your ambitions. You are tired and trapped in the vicious grasp of the waters above and below you. The restless sea shakes the boat, and white foamy claws seem to be trying to drag you away, while the rain keeps tormenting your battered bodies from the dark skies above, creeping all the way into your frozen bones. The night is descending, and you realize you're in the vicinity of the island that sits on the channel between Fenmark and Svjod. You start looking for a spot to dock, but several sharp rocks are poking out of the foam between waves, making the task arduous.
And we don't have any, like, small rowboats or anything on here?
You would know, however, this is the island that the fisherman said has the creature.
Creature around it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Opier, do you know if there's a place to dock? I feel like that's where we're being pushed.
Yeah, I'd have to look, but I haven't been here specifically, so it's whoever can see that far would be the best one.
see.
But probably not here, and I point to the spiky rock sticking out of the water.
Then we shall navigate to the other side? Is that wise?
As you guys get closer, each of you through the rain spots faint luminescence near the surface of the waters, near the rocks. That look like rare and possibly delicious deep sea fish.
Could I make a nature check?
You can give me an insight check.
I'll take that, yeah. What are these? Roll. Oh, that's not bad.
So you recognize that these lights, you realize that they're not moving, and they seem placed in an unusually symmetrical formation, as if they were but part of a larger structure.
I'm gonna point the lights out to Opier, and I want to say, did this creature have any sort of lights upon its body?
Do I remember from the legend if this creature has any of these lights upon its body?
You do not remember hearing that, but you do remember that you can placate the creature with an offering of meat.
I will grab my bucket of fish and I'll throw it at it.
Give me a animal handling with advantage.
Nice.
Alright.
You, as you kind of get closer to the rocks, you throw this bucket of fish, and all of you see this albino-looking, almost giant lobster creature immediately go into a feeding frenzy around the rocks, and you are able to sail past safely and into the coast of the nearby Fenmark.
Good
Nice.
throw, Opier.
Thank you.
As
Fishing is an important skill.
As you get closer to the Fenmark, you can see faint lights in the sky ahead.
the friends, I know that we're going to check out this village first. That does seem the most important, but what do we feel about that creature? Do we think that it should be menacing our good fisher folk? Or do we think that maybe that is a chapter in our saga that we should add on the way back?
I look at Opier.
I also turned my attention to Opier.
You want to fight the beast?
That is what I'm asking, yes.
I mean, do you want to die?
Not again.
Well, I don't think we should fight the beast
No?
today. Maybe later, but there's everything serves its purpose. And just because this thing is big and scary and wants to eat doesn't necessarily mean it deserves to die for our glory.
I was just asking.
Fair. I don't think we should. That is my view.
All right.
As you guys continue on, the day goes, and you all, due to the weather, you manage to fall asleep, but it's not really worthy of a long rest. But your boat does begin quietly soaring through the water, murkier and muddier as you near the shore. Dense fog banks block your sight, but at least the bad weather that accompanied you these last couple of days seemed to have vanished. Rain is now but a drizzle, annoying but almost imperceptible. Twisted and dying trees rise out of the flooded bog, starved by the salty water. Several reeds and marsh plants force you to clear your way with your weapons to allow your boat to pass through, now that you are in the Fenmark proper. Suddenly, through the fog, you spot a village that seems to be floating on the marshes. The wooden huts perched on stilts and piled one upon the other. The lights you saw last night are still present, coming off fires that haven't been put down and are still letting out pillars of black smoke. Nothing stirs around you. Everything is silent, and the air is eerily still, sending shivers down your spine. And at this, Tobias,
Huh?
your head begins to start spinning. You lose your footing, and you fall off the boat. Your vision is clouded, you are confused, you taste the salty cold and muddy water in your mouth and your nose. You struggle to find the surface and get a good lungful of air. Your hands grasp wood, instinctively you pull, dragging yourself out of the water. But you are not anywhere near your boat. You are lying down on a little wooden dock. All around you, it's chaos. People are screaming, armed men dressed in oily and ragged furs are running all over the village. Flames are blazing up on the straw roofs. The light drizzle isn't enough to put down the fires, just to wash away the blood and ichor that pools in muddy puddles. You crawl on the ground, trying to stand on your feet, when in the alley in front of you appears one of the marauders. The savage grin, he raises his axe and walks confidently in your direction. Please give me an Asatru check.
Asatru check.
The vision keeps going for a few instants. On the face of the warrior lights up a rune. You see the veins in his neck pulse and surge. His muscles tense as he charges you with a howl. His eyes shine with the same blue radiance of the rune. He raises his axe above you, shouting the word, Edrag! He strikes with all his strength, and everything goes dark. And as everything goes dark, you suddenly wake up, feeling the sharp, fleeting fit of pain as you realize you are now safe in your boat after the group kindly lifted you from the water. And almost in for everyone else, this was like a 10-15 second ordeal. Tobias suddenly just went backwards into the water and you lifted him out.
Tobias, are you okay?
Did any of you see that?
If by that you mean you just pitching yourself backwards off the boat, yes, we did see that.
No, there were raiders and warriors in oiled furs, fires. I think I had a vision of the attack on the village.
It definitely sounds like you did. Did you see anything specific? Did you see anything that would give us an idea of who did this?
Perhaps there was a warrior who saw me in my vision. Before swinging a weapon at me, he yelled a single phrase, "Edrig."
Do any of us know what that means?
Yeah.
Everyone give me history checks.
God damn it! I'm gonna die tonight, guys. Jesus.
From the lowest numbers to even the 18. No, it doesn't ring a bell for any of you.
That's unfortunate.
Did you see anything else? Any markings? Any house colors? Anything?
I guess that's up to Biden to tell me if I did.
You did not. You saw what you saw.
Unfortunately, no. There were no other distinguishing features other than axe-wielding warriors, fires, and furs.
Well, if the gods gave you a vision for a reason, you'd think maybe they could be a little bit more helpful.
What's the old saying? Beggars can't be choosers. I'm still not quite initiated with Asatru, but perhaps I'll be better prepared during the next vision if I have another. I will try to do my best to pay more attention next time.
Oh, I think you did great on what you were given. I mean, it's not your fault if the vision doesn't have any, names or identifying characteristics or anything.
Well, I appreciate the encouragement.
Well, shall we go investigate?
Let's do it.
Let us go.
Yeah, I guess I stand up and take a look around and reorient myself.
Okay.
Come along, boys.
Alright. You guys get closer to the village. And I would like... So what you see... On the outskirts of the village, you see first and I don't know the saying, whatever. I can't say it. My English
First
isn't
and
working.
foremost.
Yeah, thank you. First, you see several small-sized docks that your boat can certainly pull up to. You see several houses that are currently on fire, and you do catch an occasional barbaric-looking warrior walking the street. So it is up to you if you wish to charge in or try a stealth mission.
Do I recognize the barbaric warrior as perhaps one of the ones I saw from my vision?
You definitely do see wearing similar garb, yes.
That's one of the raiders that I saw in my vision. Perhaps we should take a more indirect approach. We don't know how many of them there are.
Well, if we're taking an indirect approach, we can't really dock here then, right?
Well, we are near, we're near the bog, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
You are in the marshlands, maybe, let's say, about a solid 30 to 40 feet away is the beginning of the village and one of the docks.
Oh, 30 feet? Well, that's not too far. Using our best judgment, would going 30 feet forward, like, expose us? Or is it kind of, like, behind a tree or something?
Well, because I don't have maps to this, so I'm trying my best to explain. So, marshland, where you guys are currently in the tree. The village itself is a very open, like wide open village that has occasional, like longer stilt houses. Most of it is like barely on the water.
Okay.
And about 30 feet away, or about 40 feet away, is one of the docks and what looks to be a tiny little house. But like it's one of those villages that everywhere you walk is like, you know, wooden platforms on the water.
Oh, okay. I think I know.
Yeah, floating
Okay,
village.
I have a. Yeah.
How
Okay.
deep is the water here?
It is deep enough for your boat to go still, you know, be floating. So if you hopped in, you'd be about waist deep.
Oh, okay.
So we put down an anchor just in case, and we swim/wade for it.
Is anyone opposed to that plan?
I'm not particularly a huge fan of getting wet.
We
Yeah,
just sailed almost 3 days through a rainstorm.
We're already wet.
There's a big difference between a rainstorm and being completely and utterly soaked. I have to keep my book dry.
Okay.
I
Well,
feel like you, since you walk around so much, you have some kind of oilskin bag or something.
I mean, I can hold it over my head, but that's not exactly
One of
ideal.
the boys can hold it over his head. They're very tall, have you noticed? Aren't you boys?
I'm aware of their height, she says, being only 5'4" and being kind of grumpy about it. I'm aware of their height. What I'm just frustrated about is getting my book wet, that is all.
would either of you be willing to carry Guinevere to the village? I guess her towards the twins.
That's a great idea. Do that.
Y'all kind of looks at you guys and says, well, why don't you let us go in first? We'll wade through the waters, and if it looks safe, you can just bring the boat in.
Well,
I suppose. I could give him guidance if the party agrees with this plan.
I mean, boys, I appreciate your enthusiasm. Believe me, I do. But I thought the point was to be sneaky, so bringing the boat in still seems a bit counter to that. I don't know. Am I just not looking at this right, everybody?
I can agree to that. I'll put up with waiting in the water. I'll just hold the book as high over my head as I can.
Seriously, you don't have to wade. We're taking care of the book. And I gesture at one of the boys to just pick Gwyn up.
Y'all will kind of put his hand axes to the side and offer to pick you up. He kind of looks at you and says, We've been friends since childhood. It wouldn't be anything new. I don't mind.
All right. And I will very begrudgingly take his hand. I like to picture that I'm sitting like on his shoulders, like like when you're carrying a child. That's just kind of where I'm at this point. I was kind
of picturing like you're just barely like you're dangling off of your arms around his neck and you're just dangling off of him. Okay.
No, she's got to hold her book.
So, everyone, I would like a group stealth check, the twins included, so you can just roll dexterity, I believe that is.
Yep.
As we jump into the water, could I ask Frigg for guidance since she lives in a swamp?
You can.
Swamp lady.
Oh, a swamp dweller. Goddess of communities. Help us get into this community. Roll? Okay, well, I mean, a d4 might help that.
Oh my god.
You should be able to just click dexterity directly from his sheet.
From his sheet? Okay, let me see if that's true.
From both of their sheets.
Alright, so can we pretend that one didn't happen?
Yes, I'll allow that.
Fabulous.
There's the first.
That's a big difference.
Eric Erickson.
Okay. So thankfully, one of the twins, Tobias and Astrid, carry you guys. And you're able to wade through the waters to the edge of one of the buildings on the floating platforms. Where, now that you have a better view of the place, everyone give me a perception check.
As we hit the shore, I whisper to everybody, I would just like it noted that I waded myself without complaining at all.
I would like to note that out of all the complaining that's happened, mine has been one of the least.
Okay, so Astrid, Ophir, and Tobias, you guys notice the greater of the floating village. You see deeper in, you see the Jarl's palace. You can see it standing out on a small hill deeper in the village. You see there the thick reinforced wooden doors seemingly have been knocked down, showing signs of battle. You spy, again, two teams of 2 warriors patrolling the streets. You see on top of 2 of the unburnt buildings seem to be catapults with 2 warriors manning each of them. You see at the other end of the village there's a long wooden bridge that connects this village to the mainland. Next to the Jarl's palace you see this great tree that, unfortunately, hanging from the branches are the bodies of some villagers. And you can see various crows perched on, eating the decaying flesh. And about 30 feet away from where you currently are, on the edge of the village, behind this fishing, boat house, in front of one of the houses, you see a cage holding what look to be 4 prisoners with 2 more guards standing in front.
These prisoners, are they men, women, children?
It's hard to tell from this distance.
Okay.
I'm going to take a guess that it's the Jarl and his family, or some variation of that. But we'll see. Does it look to anybody else like they're digging in here?
Well, they certainly seem to have had enough time to set up patrols. If we can get the jump on 2 of them at a time, we should be able to navigate our way through the village. Seeing as how we probably barely got in undetected, what if we set an ambush and lured them into one of the houses that's not on fire?
I'm wondering if there are more of them in those houses. Or whether they're keeping some villagers captive. I wonder if it would be worth someone trying to sneak around and scout a little bit.
Okay, I can certainly sneak around and scout. So should I scout out the houses for other survivors or other warriors?
Let me see if I can do something for you guys real quick. So this is you. Jarl's house. Intact house. Intact house. Cage. Boathouse. Burned house. Burned house. Burned house. Burned house.
Which houses have the catapults?
Tree.
Oh.
Okay, catapult houses will be the ones marked with blue inside of them. Catapult. Catapult. Oh, those are the red house. Those are the burning houses. Hold on. Catapult.
I'm like, well, those aren't going to be useful.
Catapult. And ignore
Sure.
that one.
Okay.
So you are here.
Okay. And you said we also saw a patrol? 2 patrols?
Yes. You saw one patrol. This is all going to be very wonky. You saw one patrol kind of walking like this through the village. And you saw another one kind of like walking this way.
Are they both converging on this area?
Well, they're kind of just actively moving around the village. It's not that, like, they're basically walking back and forth, taking different, like, occasionally you see this one down here walk, oh, that's the wrong thing I wanted. You see occasionally this one down here walks this way, this one up here walks this way.
Okay. Okay. They don't seem to be in groups of greater than 2, but, with enough ferocity, we should be able to subdue them.
And you do know that there are 2... Oh, that's the wrong thing again. There are 2 guards actively guarding the prisoner cage.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Perhaps we can set up an ambush here. So is it reasonable to say that like a good chunk of this near the bottom of the map is swamp?
Well, it's good to say that it's all kind of swamp because this is all marshland.
The floating, yeah, it's the floating village or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there are
okay.
you know, reeds and stuff that you could walk through if you were sticking to the water.
Okay.
So is it in such a way that you could even walk under the walkways that connect the various houses and stuff?
Yeah. So
Right.
here you could walk under the houses. You wouldn't be able to walk under the, you know, pathing. Like this blue mark will mark all of the like, you know,
all the paths. Okay.
Right.
all the actual like walkable paths.
Hmm.
And then it kind of all converges to the Jarl's house.
Okay. Well, I'm still in the favor of at least taking advantage of a certain amount of surprise.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you about the ambush. I just feel like we should know maybe a tiny bit more what we're looking at.
Like in character or out of character?
Both. Both, yeah. I like, for instance, knowing if there are any villagers that we could mobilize, or if there are other enemy warriors in these houses that will suddenly jump out, and then all of a sudden the other side has the advantage in numbers.
Yeah, so I would probably try to set up the ambush in one of the houses that aren't burning. I think at least we have some cleared space in that sense.
Right, but we need to know what's in that house first, right?
Okay, so do you want one of us to scout one of those houses first, and then we'll move up?
Seems a pretty good idea. What do you got? What does everybody think?
Sounds like a good idea.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay, Tobias,
Um,
you're very
so-
good at this. I've seen you in battle. I've seen you doing recon before. Just be careful and be the best you could be, and
Be
have
the
some
best
bardic
me?
inspiration.
the best me that I can be.
Yes,
Okay.
that's a line from many of the epic poems.
This house here that we're next to, it probably doesn't take much effort to check and make sure it's clear, right?
No, yeah, you guys can easily look through like a back window and see that it is a small little fishing hut that has no one there.
Okay. All right. So, let's get out of the water and at least into a defensible position up here, but I will check this one while staying below the walkway level. Loki's cunning guide me. Don't do wrong by me, Loki. And I'll cast guidance on myself as I sneak over to this one to check it out.
Alright, give me a stealth, please.
Oh, thank you, Loki. Kind of.
What's perception? What skill?
Wisdom.
Wisdom, okay.
And if you want their passive, it's 10 plus their modifier.
Yeah, hold on. Okay, you are able to sneak to the edge of that house, seemingly going unnoticed, which we'll just use here. Let's see. That one's you.
Okay.
This one is you.
I like it.
So you are able to
I'm gonna-
sneak through the water to the edge of that house.
I'm gonna signal back to the party. No one in here.
Well, there are people on top of the building.
Dead though?
No, that blue box are the catapults.
It's the one that has the catapult. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the catapults are manned.
Yes.
I see. I misunderstood.
Oh yeah, each of them has someone on it.
Okay, okay. I'm not sure what to do here. I thought it was like, oh yeah, there's catapults in these buildings that you can use.
Well,
Sorry.
you are where you are.
A little thinking. Yeah. Could I evaluate the structure of these floating houses? Like, are these foundations pretty thick?
Sure, okay. Give me a... What do dwarves use for stone cunning?
Oh,
On?
Is it?
What does it say again?
Mackenzie was saying con.
Whenever you make an intelligent, it's this.
Okay, so do we think it's... Oh, there.
Okay, so give me a history.
Okay. I can do that much. Normal roll, please. Okay.
Well, considering they need to test the time and constant, waterways of a swamp, the currently non-burning buildings do seem to be pretty sturdy. Sturdy enough to hold a catapult on top of them without collapsing.
Okay. So then, these burning buildings, I think I'm going to try to sneak over to one of them and see if I can get any of the burning detritus that I can hold on like one end of a plank, kind of like a torch.
Okay.
And see if I can
If you're
sneak
moving
there.
house to house, give me another stealth check.
Okay. Oh, I'm going to use inspiration on that one. It's a 1d8, right?
I believe that I'm at D6 still. Yeah, it's a D6.
14, okay.
And do I have... No, I
That's not what I
don't.
want. Okay. You are fine. You are able to sneak up to the burning building.
Okay. So then I'll grab one of the burning pieces of wood and sneakily deposit it on the foundation beneath this catapult.
Okay. Okay. I feel like I should ask another stealth check for that because
Yeah, that's fair.
because suddenly
I
you become
can-
a person carrying a torch in the middle of a swamp. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I can make another check.
Does that
if
make
you want.
sense? I feel like I should ask another one, but I don't want to push it, so I'm asking you. I'm asking the players if that makes sense.
I guess looking at it from a logic perspective, if you're standing on top of a catapult overseeing a burning village, your eyes are probably adjusted to the light from the burning village, right?
Yeah, but in my mind, again, it's also suddenly, like, if these guys are on the catapult and they're overlooking the surrounding areas, when a stick of fire starts moving, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess it's kind of just dependent upon Tobias's ability to gauge when they're gonna look away.
Yeah,
Right,
so
because-
I'll ask. Yeah, that's what I'll ask a stealth check for, being able to get past. When yeah, okay.
Okay, so I will make another stealth check with
Yes.
that in mind. Oof. Oh.
Okay. Okay, so wow. Okay. You pick up this burning piece of wood, and I would like Opir, Astrid, Gwyn to give me perception checks, please.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Astrid,
Mm.
you see Tobias pick up this, flaming piece of wood and begin walking to set this building alight. What Tobias doesn't notice, though, which you do, is out of the corner of your eye, it seems that Tobias may have misjudged his timing as you see the catapult on this end begin loading some sort of ammunition. And they rolled a nat 20 on their perception check.
Oh no.
No.
I grab Wynn, and whichever of the twins is closest to me, I just grab their arms and I go, "They've spotted him, look!" And I point it out.
Tobias, you think you're slick, man. You're doing good. You've made it this far, right? Surely no one's seen you. Suddenly, however, you begin to hear shouting as you manage to set loose the fire. You place the fire. Like, that's good. However, you hear shouting. All of you begin hearing shouting of, "Intruder, someone's breached the village!" And does a 16 hit you?
It does not.
Because at the last second, you hear this whirling sound, just the sound of something ripping through the air. And directly in front of you, slamming into the marsh water, you see the strangest sight. It is a decapitated head with spikes stuck through it. And we will roll initiative.
That's brutal.
Yep.
Here, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna drag my token.
Yeah, feel free to drag your tokens onto the map so you can actually click.
Remind me how to do that, please.
You can just drag it out of
your character sheet.
God damn it! Oh god! Because I'm gonna die!
And I'll drag enemies.
You've rolled so many ones.
I've rolled so bad tonight. Jesus.
So many ones.
I'm trying to drag it from the character sheet, but it doesn't.
You have to drag it out of the journal.
Oh, out of the.
Yeah, you just like basically highlight over your name
over
and you
here?
can drag it over.
Do we have tokens? Do we have tokens for the
Thank
twins, or shall I just roll them and then you can pop them into order?
Yeah, you just roll them. I didn't make tokens. If you want to find tokens, you can do that. I'll leave that to you.
We can make them the little Viking tokens.
One,
Initiative is Dex, right?
2.
Yeah.
Well, there should be an initiative button on the sheet itself next to.
Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Sorry, I've never used these
1,
before.
2, 3, 4. Oh.
Well, there you go. You just get to add them all into the list.
Let me add.
+4. Tobias, you go before I do because you have a +4 initiative and I have a +1. So.
Okay.
Although technically, do you know what I found out? That's not even a rule. You don't go by who has the highest initiative. The way that you do it is the players just decide who goes first when you tie. Which, I mean, I guess and dexterity and the initiative number is that decision, but
That is
technically
also how
that's
they do it in Critical Role.
yeah,
They do
who has the higher
those.
initiative. Well, for initiative, I mean, I guess if they're tied, they can do too. More recently, but yeah, you can just decide however you want.
At least in campaign 1, I remember whenever someone would tie, Matt would always be like, "You guys, hey, who would like to go first?" And then they would discuss.
Yeah, they do it that way in 2 as well.
So
I think they lean more on who has the higher initiative in 2.
At the top of the round, the one who fired a severed head at you is going to take his turn reloading. Here, and I'll use this token just because I'll just copy paste. So here's a boy. This is becoming a very wonky battle map.
Alright, here, I'll do this then. Since we're over here, I'll just put myself where we are all like over here, right? So that I actually have movement.
But the distances aren't how they are.
That's fine. I'm just gonna put myself so I know where I am as far as like
you guys can do that if you wish.
Here, put you guys there. Cool.
Copy. Paste. Okay. This guy. So one guy here is gonna begin running. We'll just say he gets about this far at the edge of the building, and then it is. You know what? Here's an idea. Okay. Oh boy. This is gonna be a wonky battle, but I hope you guys like it. This party token with the blue is gonna be Kjall.
Nice.
This, you know what? We're gonna reuse this party token. This party token is no longer Tobias. This is Eirik.
Okay, got it.
So Astrid, either you or one of your boys can go first.
Oh boy. Okay. I was not expecting that because I was not paying attention. I was taking notes. I was not paying attention to initiative, I should say. Okay. I'm going to say. Oh, okay. They're converging on where Tobias is, which technically means they're not going to be catapulting anymore. So we should go help him. Maybe we can take that catapult. Go, boys, go help. And I am going to say to Gwen and, let's see, how do I want to put this on?
So you're taking your turn first.
Yeah, I am. I'm going to, nope, that's not what I want to use. I'm going to say to Gwen, we kept your book dry, now's the time to use it and do it good. And you have Bardic.
Got it, thank you.
Uh-huh. And I'm not in enough range for that.
So
for funsies, I'm going to...
Just real quick, for in-game information, here, where you guys are at the edge of the village to the center patrol, that's like a solid, 45 feet away.
So, this dude right there, would they be... Nah, so they're not within 30 feet of me. Yes, no, maybe.
No.
Okay. Okay, so I am actually going to try to sneak under the water but run until I get to Tobias.
So are you sneaking or
under
running?
the platforms. I know. I'm gonna sneak, try to go under the platforms.
Alright, roll me a stealth check.
Oh god, okay.
Yep, you're fine.
Well,
you are able to sneakily move forward.
Alright. Then I'm going to go ahead and cast Heroism on Tobias. And that means you get 3 temp hit points at the start of each of your turns, and you also can't be frightened.
I like this, because I'm probably a little nervous right now.
Yeah. So I get to you and I say, they spotted you, but it's okay. We got this.
Okay.
And that's concentration. I'm just announcing that to the world so I remember to do checks if I need to.
So you are... Well, Tobias is 40 feet away from you at the edge here.
Oh, let me see if it is touch. Okay. When I use my bonus, I guess all I can do then is just... Oh, duh. Okay, so that... Sorry, I'm just having trouble visualizing. Don't mind me. Does that put me within 30 feet of any of the barbarians?
Yes. You would be close to Roof Boy. You'd be close to this boy. And, yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, Tobias. I take it back.
Okay.
I'm going to do Bane at 2nd level. And on those 2. This one and this one.
Okay. That is a charisma save.
Yep.
1, 2.
13 is your number.
They both fail. So Roof Boy is baned, and Other Boy is baned.
Alrighty.
Alright, your boys are both in line.
Oh, okay. Alright. They, I think, are going to go ahead and... Can they get to this dude?
What is their movement?
Their movement is... I played a fighter before, so this is fun. 30 feet.
So they can get 10 feet away. They can both get here.
Okay.
Essentially.
Okay. So... well, y'all at least can do a throwing attack. One throwing attack.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and have him do that. And I think that... Let's say that Eric is going to hold an action to attack anyone who comes within range.
Okay.
And Kjall is going to go... Because, yeah, he can only do one throw. All right, so let's...
That hits.
Okay.
And then
It's
just
not
click
letting
on
me-
the word attack for the damage.
Yeah. There isn't a word attack.
You just click
It
on the
says
actual
it.
hand axe thrown.
Yeah.
You just click
Okay.
on the words, yeah, and it should roll up the damage there.
That's what I did to get the...
Oh.
That's what I
Well-
did to get the 19
Well,
and
on
17 there.
in the chat lists, not on the sheet. So like I can click. Oh, it broke. I don't know. I
I
broke
can
it.
click it as a DM.
I don't know what to tell you then.
But if you're able, yeah, in the...
For some reason, yeah.
Alright, well, he got 5 if you want to take that.
Okay.
5
Yeah,
damage.
sure.
And
Sure.
it sticks into and slashes the face of this warrior who now knows, oh, there are more people here.
Yep.
And that's their turns.
Yep.
Oh my god, 3 people are at 10. What's everyone's dex? What's Tobias and Opier's dex?
He's ahead of me. I'm a +1,
mine
he's got a +4.
is, +4, yeah.
Alright, so... Okay, so it's gonna be like this, and then like this. So Tobias, you're up, and then Opier and the son of Hrimgrimnir are basically go at the same time.
Okay, good to know. So this guy over here, this platform is on fire, right?
It is starting to catch fire, yeah. And he is on the roof, so he's like, you know, a solid 25 feet up.
Okay. That's good to know. I am going to consume my mutagen. So, Tobias is
Juicing?
gonna... Yeah, he's gonna juice. Tobias is gonna take a wooden effigy with a rune inscribed into it, and kind of just whisper a few words, and the effigy will light on fire with blue fire, and then turn into dust and wither away. And his eyes will briefly glow before he proceeds with his with the rest of his actions.
Okay.
He will. So the platforms are at least 2 feet above the water, correct?
Yes.
Could I dash, but hold my breath and go underneath all of these platforms, and like basically dive?
Okay. Sure, because you know what? This village is weird. We're just making stuff up as we go.
Okay.
This village, at the end of this session, this village is gonna have so many wrong geographical, like, none of it's gonna make sense.
That's okay. It's all cool.
It's a burning
So-
Viking village. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Let's just, it's whatever you guys want.
But yeah, I'm gonna try to dive and swim underneath this house as far as I can get over here, and kind of just like come up for air beneath the walkway or
Okay.
beneath this house.
Oh no, my music is bugged. Okay, I'm gonna have to stick with this. Okay, yeah, you can do that.
Loki. Okay. Okay, so
What are we doing? Okay, yeah. Oh, that's not a good sign when I have no clue what's going on, and I forget immediately everything you just told me.
I wanted to swim underneath the walkway.
Yeah.
Staying. Yeah.
Okay,
So I
you
wanna
can do
just
that.
sneak. Okay, so that ate up my movement, my action because I dashed, and my bonus action.
Okay, it's definitely not stealthy. People see you go under them.
Oh yeah, they saw me go under. I'm just wondering if they could see me, in the dark water.
Well, we shall find out.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Oh, Pier on the pier.
Alright, so this is the one that shot their shot, and this guy has not, correct?
Correctamundo.
So what I want to try to do is move out this way some, so that I'm within 30 feet of there, and then I would like to Misty Step and spear him off of this thing, and then shoot this guy with this guy's cannon.
Oh, interesting.
So basically I run out, and I just like step and like stomp, and I would
Okay.
like to appear in his space and shoulder check him off, and then shoot his rock at that guy.
Okay. That's interesting. And I want to make this work. So I will say you can give me an athletics check as part of
Oh, no,
your bonus
I gotta hit.
action.
That's fine. I can do that. I had to roll twice because I forgot I gotta hit the use thing when I do that. Cool. Athletics check.
Yeah. Versus theirs.
There you go. Natural
Yeah,
20
they're not
for
gonna make
26.
it. Okay, so you are able to shove him. I'm gonna do a. You are able to. You know what? You are able to shove him directly into the water down below.
Cool.
Which will soften his blow a little bit.
That's fine.
But I will say he does take 7. I'm gonna reduce that a little bit. He's gonna take 4
That's-
bludgeoning damage.
I didn't figure it was super high up there. I just needed him off of it.
And-
is
Is
really-
that an ability check, perchance?
Yes.
Then he's baned. Just
Huh?
a reminder.
He's gonna fail either way.
Even more.
Okay.
So
Saying.
you mount the catapult,
Mhm.
which already has a spiked human head loaded.
Yeah, it does.
So
That's why I
roll
went to
a
this one.
roll a d20 plus 4. You're the only one with the dirty mind because that's the correct phrasing.
Yeah. D20 plus 4, you said?
D20 plus 4.
7, but I would like to keep my 7 because there's not really much
Okay.
else.
So you fire the catapult, and it kind of just. Now this is phrasing. Kind of just goes. The spiked head just kind of goes limp and falls into the water.
Oh crap! That was
And
gonna be so
it's-
cool.
It's an action to reload. There is like a bucket full of like 5 more heads.
Well,
Varying
I.
of different genders too. You see some female heads that have just spikes
Man.
running through them.
That's
Choose the
funny.
ugliest one.
Well, I just used my action to shoot it, so I don't have another action
And
with
you
which.
are-
To shoot.
About 25 feet up on a roof, on a
Ah.
eventually burning roof.
That is fine. I am going to, because I only used a little bit of my movement to get out from behind where I was, so I'm gonna start climbing down the back of it. Push the box off and climb down the back.
Okay. So you're just
So
taking
we'll-
the
Yeah, I'm just
bike
basically
heads into the water.
just kicking the bucket off and climbing down. Like F this and just kick it
Okay.
off. frustration, but that's my turn. It was cool in my head, and it almost worked. Hey, we have one less guy launching spiked heads at us for now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we have the same general
Yeah.
battle plan.
This guy back here is gonna get up out of the water, and let's see here. What's perception, wisdom, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I hope all this has just fallen.
He's gonna stand up and see you climbing down,
Mm.
and he's just gonna circle and hold an attack until you're in range.
That's fine. I mean, I don't know how. It's 20 feet down, so I could probably use my movement and just. Once I get close enough to the bottom that I could drop down like within 10 feet, so I won't hurt myself. I'll just let go and like have my shield at the ready.
Well,
So
if you have
we
enough
can
movement
say-
to do that, then he's just gonna attack you.
yeah, it would basically be the rest of my movement to
Yeah.
get the way.
Would Astrid's Bane have made any difference with that perception check?
No, because it's for attacks and saving throws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was for. Okay.
No. Nope. I mean, he clearly knew I was there too because I checked him right off that building.
Actually,
I appeared out of nowhere, but I checked his ass right off.
He's
But yeah,
not
I'm
going to attack you. You see him take out a rune,
rude.
and he's going to crush it. And he's
Oh,
going to
son
shout
of a-
out. You hear him shout out, "Edreg, grant me strength!" And you see the veins all in his neck begin lighting up, and the veins across his body lighting up. And ooh, that's interesting. Okay, no one's actually in range for that one, so nothing interesting happens.
Cool.
But you do see
Edreg
him
has
crush
failed you.
this rune as his action. Gwyn.
All right, cool. So Gwen is gonna run up behind Astrid, and as she pulls out her book and her quill, she quickly scribbles something in the air, and it flies towards Astrid and lands on her back. And she leans forward and whispers, "May the god of thunder be with you. Now go scream to the heavens." And I'm gonna cast Dragon's Breath on Astrid, and I'm gonna
Yes.
change it to thunder.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay.
And that is a bonus action for me.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be 3d6 of thunder damage. You do have to use your action to do it. You have a 15-foot cone to be able to do it. So just something for you to think about. And then I'm going to take a shot at the baned guy with Firebolt.
Okay.
Wow, higher than a
Yeah.
single digit. Love
That
it.
does hit. Okay, he's looking.
Freaking finally.
He's looking rough.
And then I would like to move back behind the building if I still have additional movement. So I just want to move right there.
Yeah. Okay. So, at the top of the round, the other patrol joins into the fight.
Oh no!
And I'm just going to roll for them a single initiative. 9.
It's like we're in an art school combat, and I'm here for it.
Alright, so the guy on the roof has successfully reloaded his catapult. And
No. I veto that. No.
Mhm. Astrid, roll me a d4. You get to choose which twin is 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Odds are going to be Eirik. Evens will be Kjall.
Is that Kjall?
Yep.
Okay, this spiked head is going his way
No.
for a 20.
Oh.
And I think I said Kjall was the blue mark.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bet that Kjell does not have plate armor.
Kjall is also the one who got hit before.
Isn't he also baned?
Not the one on the... That's the other rooftop guy.
Ah.
Okay. So, this... Oh, by the way, I'm sorry. They have a worse name. They're not called catapults. They're called meat slings.
No, that's worse.
So Kjall is going to be taking, as this spiked head slams into him, 11 bludgeoning damage.
Oof. Okay.
And that is that guy's turn. This other one, who got a 20, is going to use his movement and run up against the twins. So you can do that roll again.
I don't want to.
Well,
Thanks.
you get to.
All right.
So that's going to
Eric
Eric
this time. Yeah.
with a spear for a 16.
Okay.
Does
Bane?
that hit? Oh yeah, Bane. Yeah.
Nice.
That I assume misses.
Yes, it does. Question mark? Hang on. Pretty sure it does. Yeah. Armor class is 19.
So,
Sweet.
the one who rolled a 19. Let's see here. Okay, he is going to crush a rune. Ooh. Okay.
And implode.
Yes.
He crushes
that'd be
the
great.
rune, shouts out that same phrase, and you see his veins again pop with bluish light as an interesting effect takes hold as this one will also rush to the twins, and he's specifically going to attack Eirik. This guy is not baned. 16.
Nope. Misses.
Okay. Bounces right off the armor.
He had a held action.
He
I will
did,
just
so he
remind
can
you.
attack the first one who ran up.
Indeed. So he's gonna do that. Oops. Sorry.
Well, that does not hit.
Okay, here is the second because he gets a multi-attack.
Do you get multi-attack from
Wait,
both
that
actions?
doesn't-
Do characters? Opier, you know.
I don't think
What?
they do.
You don't
No?
get multi-attack when you
So just like a
have
simple
held
melee.
action, right?
Mm-hmm.
You do. If you have multiple attacks per action, you get them.
Oh, well then he
You
can
can
attack
get them
again.
both.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Oh,
Okay.
all right. Here
As far
comes
as
the
I'm
second
aware, I'll
one.
double check, but I think you do.
That
He's-
also misses.
Okay,
Oh.
he's a little rattled, I think.
And it's your turn.
He's seeing those spiked heads and just thinking how disrespectful it is and terrible it is. Okay, so I'm in the water, and this right here is one of the walkways.
Yes.
How hard is it to get up onto the walkway?
It is not hard at all.
Okay. So what I would like to do is hop up onto the walkway. And can I get far enough back? So this is a cone, you said, 15 foot for Dragon's Breath? Let me see. Looking it up. Yeah, 15-foot cone. Can I get far enough back that I can blast the two barbarians and not my twins? Would you say?
Yes, you can definitely aim it.
Okay, I would like to do that, please, and I need dex rolls from both of them. And the would it be using Gwen's spell? Or mine for the threshold? Or,
It is
Gwen's
mine.
save- Okay.
It's my save.
also,
and my save at this level is a 15 for Dragon's Breath.
I think I mentioned this before. I'm pretty sure I said this, so this isn't anything new. I am borrowing Alex's whole thing of you get 1 free spell cast, but for the future, you're gonna have to find a hot pepper to be able to cast Dragon's Breath again. Because I like using spell components.
My arcane focus is my book
right
though,
here.
which replaces any value for things. I wouldn't mind tracking that down, but that's traditionally not how this specific subclass for wizard works.
Except for when it has a cost component.
Correct. So I couldn't do that for Identify, which needs a pearl and stuff like that.
Okay.
But I will mock draw all of the items that are required, so I will draw a giant pepper in the air and just shove it down her throat next time.
So what is the save they need to make? I know it's Dex, but what is it?
A DC 15.
Boom, boom. And one of them is Bane, so that first one's Bane. They're going to fail anyways. So they both fail.
Okay, and that is a 3d6, correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
Ooh, so what's the damage type?
Thunder.
Okay, you did choose fire. Okay, so this one is melted.
Yes.
And the other one is hurting.
So I just yell, "How dare you!" and then bleh.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, it's the twins.
All right. So we will go ahead and start with Kjall, and he is going to. Guess what? He's going to attack.
Okay.
And he is going to, of course, attack the one who's left.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to do 2 hand axe attacks, not a thrown. So here we go. 1.
That hits.
Here we go with 2.
Yup. And character-wise, he is currently missing a hand axe somewhere in the water.
Oh shoot, you're right.
But he can still use his single hand axe to attack twice, and they both hit.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, this is not. There we go.
There you go. 8 damage.
Okay. Cool.
He is almost dead. He's
Awesome.
looking bad.
Well, I think Eirik is going to attempt to help his brother out there. So he's going to slash with his short sword. He also gets 2 attacks.
That
There's
hits.
1. There's 2.
That first one kill.
All right. So the twins both just roar.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
And let's see, they've got some movement. So if we could go ahead and just get them as close to these dudes as possible, please.
Okay, so yep, you can definitely get them both up here.
Okay, perfect.
Alrighty, Tobias.
Alright. Opier has the same idea I do. I'm gonna follow in his footsteps and teleport up here to fight that guy using Misty Step.
Okay.
And I would like to think that I'm just teleporting above him and swinging down with my new nifty assault axe.
Mm-hmm. Give me an attack.
I made that an actual item, so it should be in your thing. So if you click it and attack from that, it should have the whole list. Roll 20
I
as long as
believe
you
I
have it
added it to your sheet.
in D&D Beyond. I think you did. Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Yep. I think you might have. I don't know if you have to attune to it or not, but.
I just gotta equip it. There we go.
Yep. Equip that bad boy.
Okay.
Bam.
And that's gonna be a +7 to hit instead, so it's a 10. But
That misses.
Okay.
He hears the shouting and roaring of you from above him, and he just kind of dodges out of the way as you slam into the rooftop.
Okay. Well, I tried.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Anything else?
That would be it.
Okay. Opier.
Alright, so this guy did not attack me before, which means he's probably coming up soon. Alright, he's looking big and scary, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's rude. Let's see. You know what? I got my shield out. I'm gonna take a smack at this guy with my battle axe. I'm gonna whip it out and slash him in the head. Let me make sure I have just one-handed on. Yes, I do. Cool.
Yes.
So that's gonna be 18 damage.
You immediately just cut him down.
It's like, and yeah, I think this is gonna be a cool effect. I'm gonna walk around his body and kick out this bucket of heads, so heads just splay on the ground in front of me, and I walk out from behind, heads at my feet, and just look to see.
Oh well, I mean, you're walking out of the water, because you booted the bucket of heads off the roof.
Oh yeah, straight up.
So you're walking. So Astrid, you see Opir walking out from behind this building, now flaming building, with just a sea of spiked heads around him.
So he's walking from a flaming building in slow-mo, right?
Yeah.
Just spinning my axe, looking for combat, and I see Tobias up there, and then I'm just gonna. I don't know how much movement I have left overall, because I have 35 feet, so I don't know if I 10. I'm just gonna like move. Let's say here.
So Astrid just goes, oh.
And I'm just whipping this, just spinning this axe in my hand as I go and step up with the twins, with the shield as well. So.
These warriors, one of them is going to invoke a rune. Ooh, what's that one? Okay, and he's just gonna move up here. The other one is gonna take a swing at Kjol.
Oh, fine.
For a 9.
Nope.
Gwyn.
Alrighty, so Gwen is gonna move to there. And let's see. I'm gonna take. You know what? Why not? I'm gonna throw to this guy here. So I'm gonna throw over whatever twin this is, or through their legs or something, with an ice knife.
Okay.
Doesn't the AoE from that thing?
No, shut up.
We're all gonna get beaten up with a nice knife.
Nope, it was already spoken.
I know. I already said it. So yeah, I'm gonna throw an ice knife, and I'm gonna change the damage to. I'm gonna change it to lightning. Change it to lightning damage as I throw it. I'm just gonna shock the hell out of him.
Okay. So make the initial attack.
I'm gonna roll my d6 as well. For a 15 to hit.
15 just hits for 1 piercing damage. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. So everyone needs to make a dex save.
Alright.
So when you say everyone, you mean
Fail.
the twins?
That is the twins,
all of us
Opir,
right
and
there.
the 2 guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fail. Pass.
And is this a half damage or a no damage?
It's all or nothing, I think.
Yeah, it's all or nothing. If they pass, they don't take any damage. If
so
they fail, then they take the 5 lightning damage.
The twins are good. Roll me another d6, Gwyn.
Sure. 4.
So the 2 Sons of Hrimgrenir and Opir are going to take 9 damage because it's conductive in the water.
Oh.
That makes me very happy, though. I'm sorry, Opir, but that makes me very happy.
And the twins are standing
I'm
on.
also wearing
boards, so they're fine.
chainmail, so and I have a metal axe and a metal leather wooden shield. So super.
Surprise!
Is that your turn?
There's just a shout of sorry in the back, and that is the end of my turn.
This son of Primgrenir is just going to try and Sparta kick you off the roof, Tobias. So, I'm going to say strength versus your athletics or your acrobatics.
Oh, okay.
You need to beat a 10.
Remember, you have that D4 because of our race. It's okay.
So you managed to not get booted off. Let me get rid of the 19s. But at the top of that turn, though, it is now time for the prison guards to join the fight, as you have gotten close enough for them to be perturbed. Okay. Astrid, you're up first before the twins.
Is everybody within 60 feet of me?
I would say Tobias would be the one out of range. Mostly due to elevation and being on a rooftop.
Sure. Okay. I'm going to, I don't have my document up right now, but I'm going to shout something heroic sounding from one of the sagas, like some hero's battle call or something. And so, Opir and the twins get 5 temp HP. And if you want to, any of you, I'm talking as if I'm talking to more than just one person. You can use your reaction to move up to your speed without provoking any opportunity attacks.
Ooh.
So.
Do we do flanking? I can't remember.
Yeah, sir.
That's risky.
So I'll go ahead and let you resolve that first if you want to, Opir.
I am gonna stay where I am, because if I move anywhere that would be positionally more beneficial for attacking, I am at the behest of 4 men. So I don't want that. I'm gonna stay where I am. But thank you.
Okay. I feel like Eric maybe is gonna be noble and offer that flanking. So he'll go ahead and move there.
Okay.
And y'all will stay where he is. But yeah, all of you have +5 HP.
Okay. And you can...
And that was my bonus action.
Yeah.
So for my action,
You're keeping track of their health, right?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah, I am. For my action, I'm going to go ahead and take a shot at this guy right here with my crossbow.
Which one? Sorry.
This one right here.
Okay. That hits. Okay. The twins.
Okay, they're gonna do some hacking and slashing. Flanking, we roll at advantage, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so...
The twins aren't currently flanking with anyone.
Isn't? Okay. Great.
They have to be directly across from them.
I thought they
Yeah.
were, because I thought that Eric was because of Pure, but no?
No, he'd have to be.
He would have to be.
He'd have to be up in that. Okay. Right. All good. have moved him then, but too late. So, okay, so we're going to, Eric is going to attack this boy. Here is,
The one in front of him?
yeah. Here is attack 1,
That misses.
and here is attack 2,
That misses.
and so that's his turn. Oh, that was Kjall,
Yeah,
so
now it's
you know.
Eric,
now it's Eirik, yeah.
who's green.
Yes,
I'm
yes he
pretty
is.
sure.
Yeah, he is.
That hits. I assume
Okay.
the one in front of him.
Yep. So are you doing damage for me?
Yeah.
Since I
7.
mean, I can do it because I do know how to. Anyway, here's his second attack.
That one, unfortunately, the warrior deflects the blow.
Okay. That's the boys.
All right, up here.
All right. So, let's see here. I am going to. This guy in front of me is the one that was attacked. This guy diagonal from me is the one who's attacked.
Yes, but missed.
Which one hit with the short sword? Who did he attack?
That's green. That's this guy up here.
Okay. Cool.
Sorry,
Alright.
I actually meant this guy right here.
Never mind. I give all this guy his health back.
I apologize.
Then the guy diagonal to you is hurt.
Alright, well, I'm going to hit him with the battle axe. Wow.
Miss.
I'm not gonna hit him with the battle axe today.
No, you won't.
What I am gonna. Wait, do I have to hit when this works? I don't. So I'm going to, as I swing to hit, miss, I'm actually going to bait and switch with this boy, and we're basically gonna switch places. So I put him where I was.
The blue boy?
Yeah, he just goes where I was. We just
Do
switch
they
places.
have to be willing?
Yes.
So does Kjall accept the swapping?
Oh, for sure.
Block.
Cool. So we switch places. That doesn't cost opportunity attacks, but I also get to roll a superiority die and add it to mine or their AC. And I'm gonna add it to my AC, so I'm gonna give myself an additional 5 AC on top of what I had before. So my AC is currently 23, because I used that. So I bait and switch. We quickly moved. I take a swing and then I miss and get myself into a better position to hopefully get a better shot at him this next go around and have my shield up extra firm.
Alrighty. Tobias, you managed to avoid a Sparta kick.
Okay, I guess we can flavor it.
You managed to avoid a Midgard kick.
Like, I dodged out of the way, but then I'm gonna channel lightning energy into my artisanal axe, and then I'm gonna swing as he's trying to plant his foot back down.
Okay, so take yourself some damage, sir.
Oh yeah, it does that.
You do that. And the more you level, the more it's gonna hurt.
That's true, that's very true. How come I can't see my health anymore? There you go.
So 3 damage to yourself.
And hopefully a buttload more against this guy. Okay. So it's gonna use a +4 dex. It should be a +5. I don't know how to adjust that. But it's gonna hit anyway.
It does hit.
And
for
the
9.
damage is gonna be 1 greater, since it's not factoring in my increased dexterity.
And then you roll your special lightning die. Which I think is an option you can turn on for blood hunters.
Oh,
Like how you can turn it on, like how you can click a button for barbarian rage. I think you can click a button for blood hunter weapon thing.
That button.
You can, yes.
I am looking for that button. But yes, that's gonna be
Okay, he's
10,
looking rough.
15 damage.
Yes, he is looking rough.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
I believe so. Yep.
Okay. This son of Grimnir is gonna take a weapon attack at whichever one of the twins was green. I think it was Eirik.
Yep.
For a natural 20.
That hits.
For whatever this is.
12?
Yes. I don't know. I don't remember how brutal criticals work.
That's the correct math.
Okay, then 12.
Okay.
That's his turn. This one is gonna take a swing at the newly repositioned. Oh no, there's another one. Hold on, I grouped them up. I forgot. So the other one is gonna get flanking against Eirik. So taking the greater number, 20, against Eirik.
Okay.
For
Just
9.
barely. Okay.
This one over here is gonna take a swing at Kjall for a 21.
Yep.
For 3, and then the other guy's gonna take a swing at you, Mr. Opier, for a 11.
Mm-mm.
The NPCs are getting the brunt of it all. Gwyn.
Sorry, I was looking at the character sheet. Dang it, why y'all gotta move close to each other?
I know.
You know, I will spend my last level 2 spell slot and I will draw a bow and arrow in the sky, and it's gonna line up lightning shots with an exchange version of. Actually, hold on. Yeah, I can do lightning. So I'm gonna pull from the power of Dragon's Breath, and I'm gonna turn my Scorching Ray from fire into lightning, and I'm gonna shoot my 3 shots. Out of all these here, out of these 4 here, which one looks like he's the most hurt? Because I'm gonna aim for him first.
Okay, so you can see that the one in front of Opier, the one in front of Blue Man Group, and the one in front of Tobias on the rooftop seem to be the most injured.
Okay, I'm gonna go from left to right then. So the one in front of Blue Man Group's gonna get hit first.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 9 to hit. Alright, well the second shot's gonna go to him too. 12?
It will not.
Third and final shot will go to him, I guess.
It will!
24 for 9 points of lightning damage.
And he is barely standing. Can the twin finish the job? Is that your turn?
Is it the twins' turn?
No.
Okay.
But it will almost be.
That'll be the end of my turn. I'm gonna stay there where I'm at.
Okay, so this son of Primgrenir is gonna take an attack at you, Tobias.
All right.
For a 18.
That does not hit.
Ooh, okay. Astrid.
All right. Can I get to here?
Where?
Right here.
Just because I've lost track of how I'm ruling movement. I can say you can get to the edge of this burning building and see past it with your movement.
Okay. If I were to use a cone attack from the corner of the building, would that protect my colleagues down here.
I will say yes. But
Okay.
depending on the cone, you'll probably only tag this guy.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna, I don't want to waste this dragon's breath.
Okay.
It's pretty great. So Dex 15, if I recall correctly.
He
15,
got a 3.
yes?
Correct.
Oh, that's very sad. I guess I will roll 3d6 then.
You literally need to roll 3 ones to not kill him. He's dead.
Boom! That's the last thing he hears. It's the thunder of the gods.
His
And-
eardrums have just exploded.
Right. Let's see. With my bonus action, I'm going to just shout, "Strike true, up here!" And you have Bardic.
And reminder,
My
Kjall
last
also has
Bardic.
inspiration. Because he got it during the trip here.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Thank you.
And
Yeah,
if
I've
that's
not
your
written
turn,
it down on the right sheet. Okay.
It is now the twins. How are the twins looking?
They're not. I don't want to tell you.
You have to, because I can't.
know.
I can't see you.
They're
updating the
they're
sheets.
doing pretty good. They're doing pretty good in part because of that temp HP. They're actually doing okay.
Well, it is Kjall's turn.
Okay, Kjall is going to go ahead and, slash
Mhm.
at this dude. Is what he's gonna do. So here is his hand attack.
That misses.
Okay, second hand axe attack.
That also misses.
Okay, well he's sad.
Now it's green if Kjall's not moving.
No, Kjall's staying there. So here comes Eirik with his short sword.
Clearly, one twin is better trained.
Boom! Yeah.
That hits and cuts down the one in front of Opure, assuming that's the one you're attacking.
Yes. Definitely. And then he will go ahead and take his second attack on this friend here.
Okay. Yes, clearly for real, one twin has been trained better than the other.
All right. Yeah. Eirik is embarrassed on Kjall's behalf, so he's trying to step up.
Okay. Opure.
Well, seeing these enemies in front of me dead and, thinking one guy over here needs some assistance, I'm gonna just go boop, boop, boop. And go up there and try and get some flanking to get rid of this guy. 25, I'm gonna make this a goading attack. So it'll be this. I get to add a d8. So it's a total of 14 damage. And he has to make a wisdom save of DC 14.
I don't think you can make a wisdom save when you're dead.
Oh, well, he cannot. He's dead. I goaded him into death.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. And then... So I'm gonna move here, and then... Once again, if he's willing, I'm gonna bait and switch, use another of my superiority dice to bait and switch with the guy who's in the way.
Eirik would be happy to
Actually,
do that.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna move here and do it from so he gets completely out of the fray. So basically, him and I would switch positions, and he would go there, and I would just go to where he was.
Ooh,
So
would Eirik want to be out of the fray?
or at least
I
move
think
over here.
he's willing to. I think he's willing to. He's willing to do whatever Opure needs to be done.
Okay, so swapping positions.
He's a team player.
And then I get to add 2, so my AC is now 20, and that was my third of my fourth superiority dice.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna action surge, and I'm gonna attack this guy.
Oh, all right.
And so I'm going to battle axe. 25,
That hits.
13. I'm gonna make this a goading attack and use my last superiority dice to add an additional 2 for 15 damage. He needs to make a wisdom save if he's still alive.
He is. This one's not been touched. He gets 7.
Cool. So he fails, which means he has disadvantage on all attack rolls against targets other than me, and my AC still increased because I switched position. I basically ran around, flanked, murdered this guy, grabbed the dude who was failing, threw him behind me, stepped up, and just wrecked this guy in the face with an axe. Now I have my shield at the ready to take an attack from him. So I basically made myself the dominant force in this from this brother. Like, get out the way. Go train more.
Tobias.
All
well,
right.
No, green spear is the one who's been doing work. Blue spear is the one who needs more training.
Yeah, he gets it. He's like, go back there and train him.
Absolutely.
All right. So seeing as this is probably really close to finishing off these last two guys, I would like to try to wedge my axe into this guy's head, and then like throw him off onto this last combatant. Is that possible?
Sure, you can make an attack roll.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna make a dexterity saving throw for the guy down below. Let's see if he dodges the corpse.
Remember, you also get to add your hemocrat die, and those also benefit from crit.
Oh, that's true.
I'm gonna say he doesn't dodge the corpse, so this guy down here is knocked prone by a dead body.
It's because I'm pretty sure he's very dead too, so. I look up and I'm just like, alright.
Alright, anything else? Begin climbing down, maybe?
So, how far above this guy am I?
Oh, you're up by like 20 feet.
Oh, so...
Like 25 feet up.
Do it.
So I'm gonna do it.
it.
I'm gonna jump off and try to land on him.
Okay.
Hey, man.
Okay. You're both gonna take half damage because he's having a cushion blow, kind of.
Oh, is he?
Because you're landing mostly on the corpse on top of him rather than him.
Oh, okay.
And then you'll also take half damage of this, so you're both taking half of 9, rounding up.
So 5.
Yep.
Did that do it? Is he dead?
No.
Ah! It was worth it.
And
it was funny.
It was totally worth
He's
it.
actually gonna get up and take a swing at you.
Okay,
so he has
fair.
disadvantage attacking him.
So he's gonna roll a 17.
That doesn't hit.
Gwyn.
I'm gonna shoot a firebolt at him.
Okay.
Yes, the last guy. Let's see if we can get him down.
He is
22 for 5.
dead.
Yes!
Huzzah! I look way too excited, having taken the final kill in the back.
I am squealing and cheering for
And
you because it was the
now
final kill.
The fight is over. You can clearly see better within the cage. You see 4 prisoners looking malnourished, hurt, and bloodied. You see... Let's see, where is this information? One moment, please. It's somewhere. Oh, where is it? How did I lose it? How did I lose this information? I literally just had it.
It's lost in this
What?
map somewhere.
Oh, okay. You see an old man, what looks to be a teenage girl, a man who looks to be sitting there with a broken leg, and you see another man who looks to be mortally wounded, who's in bad shape.
I'm gonna swing into action then. Some heals around. Let me see how many I can do.
Well, you can certainly try opening the cage first.
Well, okay. Sure, if you're gonna get picky. I bet it's locked. I bet one of these bodies of the guards has a key. I'm gonna look.
You give me an investigation.
Okie dokie.
So you look around. There is no key, but that's also because the cage has no lock. It is just wrapped around and just closed shut with just material.
What kind of material?
Material that will cause you to
Like
either
fabric?
do material that requires either a DC 22 strength check or dealing 25 damage to the cage.
Okay. I shout for everybody to come help me get this cage open.
I look at Ope here and say, want to see who can cut through... Is it like a rope?
It's material.
Okay. I'm going to pick up one of the guys' axes. I'm going to use that to cut instead. And I'll say, let's have a contest.
I love it.
Okay.
So just both of you roll me attacks.
I'm gonna do it two-handed. So, 14.
Tobias definitely shows you up here, and you guys are able to cut through and bust open the cage.
Cool.
To get to the prisoners, who are very grateful, and also need healing.
Do they look
coming at the most useless times?
I'm gonna go ahead and do a cure wounds at 2nd level on the mortally wounded one.
Okay. And what was the question, Gwyn?
Do they look familiar? Can I, like, are they from a one of the tribes? Is it anybody I recognize?
Ooh, that is a good question. Yes, roll me a history.
You got it.
So that's 9 healing for the mortally wounded and 5 for the one with the broken leg.
Okay.
$21 on that history check.
Yes. You can see not many of them have symbols, but you do note that whether they lived here or they were visiting or brought here, you do notice that the older gentleman in the cage does have a symbol of the Odin's eye on one of his pieces of clothing. And you would, at least in your time, visiting the name of the place where the king's from, with Astrid, you would recognize this old man. His name is Olaf. He used to be the previous owner of one of the shops in town.
I will go to him as he is a familiar face. Check his wounds, make sure he's okay, and help him to his feet.
Does anybody else need healing other than those two? Because I've got a couple left.
For the most part, they look fine.
Right. And I believe we're relatively unscathed, yes? Does anybody...
Right.
I mean, I don't feel great, but here
Well,
we are.
you just need to tell me when you
I
don't
dealt
feel
more
great.
damage to myself than any of these people did.
I did take a pretty nice hit to the face.
Okay.
I mean, my temp and points are covering me for the most part.
Gwyn, give me an Arcana check real quick.
Ooh, you betcha.
I'm feeling it. 23, 30
15.
seconds of normal.
15. You, as you're kind of helping up the people and bandaging them up, you kind of get this feeling of some sort of magic around you, and you look at one of the corpses of the figures, of the warriors around you, and you see this mysterious bone disc wrapped around his neck that seems to be engraved with arcane glyphs. And as you go to look at it and pick it up, you're able to identify it as what would be this setting's equivalent of a scroll of blindness deafness.
Ooh. I will shove that in my bag with my book, protecting it from the rain, being way too excited over finding some runes that I can transfer into my book.
Okay. And with a kind of last thank you, Olaf, the older man, would tell you that the head of this band of brutes has taken up residence in the Jarl's building.
Well, we can either hang out here and try and recoup a little bit, or we can go to the head of this band.
I'm ready when
We
you
get
are.
everybody on the ship.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. But then, yeah, keeping up our momentum might be good.
Y'all would kind of pipe up and say, would look at his brother and say, brother, you're clearly more suited for this battle than I. Why don't I escort these folk to the ship, and the rest of you can head into the Jarl's house?
You sound so sad.
I know. I'm gonna go kiss him on the cheek and just say, that's good, they need to be protected. This just wasn't your day, but it's fine.
I'll see you back at the boat. Stay safe. And he begins escorting them back.
Let's strike now.
All right, yeah. Let's strike while the iron's hot.
All right.
Guys head up here to the Jarl's house. And inside, sitting on what looks to be a throne in this shattered, almost burning, falling down building, is a very threatening looking figure who I will show you a better image of.
Oh man,
Ew.
he is pretty gloomy looking.
Just a little bit.
And as you all walk in, him sitting on this throne, flanked by two warriors, they ready their weapons for a fight. And I'll say, just for the purposes, unless you guys wish to be anywhere else, you guys are around the threshold of the entrance to the building.
Quickly before we run in here, how many entrances and windows are there in this building?
There is just one solid entrance directly front.
Oh. Does anyone want to lock the door and burn the house down?
Oh no, the doors have been completely smashed and booted in.
Oh,
Like,
okay,
it is just
okay.
completely open to nature.
I was gonna say, well,
Yeah, they
This
came
is-
they came barreling through this place.
okay, let's get ready to fight.
All right, let's. It's gonna be bad. Here we are. Let's do it.
Okay.
Hey, double digits, baby.
Hey, you got 3 1s this time instead of 1 1.
I know. Well, last time it was 2 1s.
Just to
Oh,
improve.
I forgot to change his name. That's not his name. I'm gonna re-roll for him because I want the name to be there. then his warriors. 1
Oh man.
and 2.
I think you might have renamed a different token than you intended by.
Yeah.
Nope, I did the right one.
Huh?
The green one's name is correct, Grizza, huh?
Someone else did that. That wasn't
Oh.
my work.
Okay.
Well, okay. So,
I clicked on that for Eirik.
okay, so that's his name apparently.
Yes.
So this Son of Primgrinir is going to activate a rune as their action. Okay, you see these runes light up, and you see his muscles kind of bulge a little bit as he's looking stronger. And that is going to be his turn. Eirik is up.
Okay. Cool. So Eirik is assessing the situation and thinks that maybe taking off the help would be a good idea. So I think he's gonna go ahead and advance to here, if that works. And go ahead and make his short sword attacks.
Okay. Miss.
Nope.
That also misses.
He's nothing without
He
his brother.
misses his brother, exactly.
Okay. Well, that's his turn. Tobias.
Okay, so that guy's occupied. I trust that Ope here will have my left covered in a second. I'm gonna rush forward, and I'm gonna make a swing at the main guy.
Okay.
Is that wait? Is that?
That's
why did that say-
not how that works.
That is weird. That it rolled like that.
Okay, hold on. Let me click off and click back on it. There we go. Wait, what? Wow.
I don't know why it's showing us green
What is-
for 16s for you.
Wait.
I don't know.
What
That's
happened?
weird.
Do you have?
Oh, I
lights
think I know
on
what it
that
might be.
turned on?
No, they're not critting unless it's saying that.
It is.
Yes, you have auto
that is
crits
weird.
turned on.
Oh, did I? My settings are acting weird. I don't know how you want to judge that fight. Do you want me to turn off my crits really quick and then come back?
Yes.
Okay. I'll be right back. Force. Oh, there we go. I don't know why that one. Oh, there it is. Bloodhunter Crimson Right. Add Crimson Right damage. Look at that.
Oh, yeah, you may have just been clicking the other one by accident.
I'll show you what I meant in a second.
That's more
Okay.
appropriate. And that also
Unfortunately,
misses.
that's misses.
Yes.
Okay.
You
well,
definitely
we're
don't
back.
crit on a 10
No.
Yeah, why not?
or a 16.
Magic.
No.
Okay.
Gwen.
All right. Well, people keep getting close to each other, which makes my job kind of hard. So I'm going to cast a firebolt at this guy.
Who? That hits.
Yep. So 5 points of fire damage to him.
Okay, you do that damage. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna space myself out in case he has some form of magic attack. So I'm actually gonna go over.
Okay.
Is this a platform that they're on? And then the black part is the actual size of the building?
No, the black is a hill that is outside. The pink is the building itself.
Okay, so I'm gonna go inside, but I'm gonna go to this corner over here.
Okay. Okay, so that's your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Yask Bone Shredder is going to slam his axe into the ground, and you see Tobias. This axe is adorned with various skulls around it. And as he slams the axe into the ground, all of you can almost hear the sound of devilish laughter throughout the building coming from the axe itself. And he's gonna take his axe and try and attack you twice. And he's gonna do it recklessly.
Oh, fun.
Rude.
So here's the first attack with his grinning axe for a natural 20.
Oh,
Oh,
that's rough.
that is rough.
And on top of that, let's see, I'm gonna need a... So, you're also gonna take 5 psychic damage,
Ugh.
and I'm gonna need a wisdom saving throw as he also hit you with Wrathful Smite.
Oof.
Okay, you are not frightened of him. However, he is gonna come down with his second attack with the grinning axe for an 11.
Okay, thankfully that misses. But he took
And
out half my health.
Astrid, you're up.
Okay. Does that fairly obviously click for me that there is something that might inspire fear in us despite ourselves?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna reach out and grab Tobias's arm and say, you know what? I have never seen anything like the sight of you walking out of that burning building. You're the best example of a hero that I know. And cast heroism on you, which means you get 3 temp HP and you are immune to being frightened.
Do you mean me or Tobias? Just clarify.
She totally means you,
You.
but it's
Okay.
you know.
Yeah, that's what I figured, but I was like, I will take it.
I can't get to you. I mean, I can, but, it's already happened, so I'm prepping Opier to get in there.
I'm immune to frightened?
Yep.
Cool. I still have those 5 temp hit points, but when I
slap
inevitably
you
lose
on the
them, I'll
butt.
get 3 back on that turn.
I slap you on the butt and go get him, Tiger.
Alright.
And then I'm going to move over here.
Okay.
My turn, huh?
Opier.
Mhm.
Alright, well, I'm gonna move over here on this side and attack at this guy.
That hits.
22 for 9.
Okay.
And that's all I can do for right now. But I will reach down and snap open one of the pockets that I have, or open it just ready for later.
Okay. Well, this son of Grimgrenir, that is a mouthful, is gonna try and spear you for a 22.
Yes, that does hit.
4.
Hey, I still have one of my temporary hit points from the last time.
This son of
Yes.
Grimgrenir is gonna try and take a swing at Eirik. Yeah, Eirik. For a 14, which misses. And it's now his turn. What's Eirik doing?
I'm thinking. I think Eirik's gonna move up here for that tasty flank, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes? This
Yes.
time?
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
think, okay. Just making sure. So, short sword. First attempt. Second
Yeah,
attempt.
hits.
Yes.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, so roll again because that's the first attack.
Yeah.
So 7 damage.
Whoops, sorry. Got excited.
Yes, that also hits.
Right. He's feeling good. He's feeling better.
And that guy's looking very bad.
He's roaring and he says, Tobias, take heart!
Alright. Tobias.
I shall. I need to put my heart back in my chest. I think I'm gonna try to finish this guy off. as I see a opening from Eric's attacks.
Okay.
Or, thank you.
You do indeed kill this fellow.
Yes.
Good maneuver.
As you do that, the figure in front of you, Yask Bone Shredder, looks at you, cut down his ally, and shouts at you through gnarled teeth, "I'm gonna eat you alive, boy!"
I don't taste very good.
And he seems like he means it,
Oh,
because
what's he say?
walking through the looking around the room, you do indeed see body parts that have been half eaten. All right, is that your turn?
That is my turn, yes.
Gwyn.
That's friggin' terrifying. Okay. So I am going to conjure up another ice knife, but what I would like to do is I would like to try to aim it towards this back wall here to give the splash effect to this guy and this guy.
Okay, so you're only going for the splash.
Yep, I'm only going for the splash, but I want to hit this wall so I can avoid hitting Tobias.
Okay, so make the attack just so I can see the damage.
Yep, you betcha. And then it's gonna be fire. So when I throw it, the blade changes from ice to fire and hits against that back wall and explodes.
Okay.
Oh,
That is
wrong
the
one.
form
I was looking.
elements.
Wrong one. I was looking at the element I could change it into. Hold on. Fuck me, man.
So
God damn
DC
it.
15.
Yes, dex saves.
Ugh.
They are both fine.
Rude. Holy shit.
What's happening?
What is that?
I don't know how that happened. I'm so sorry.
You threw a lot of ice knives.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
Machine
did. I
guns.
raged.
They
through.
both don't take any damage. Anything else?
That is the end of my turn.
Okay. Mr. Shredder of Bones. He's going to bonus action, awaken the runes, crush a rune of his own. Ooh. Okay. That one's fun. And then he's gonna take 2 swings at you, sir.
Okay.
Recklessly.
Of course.
17,
Does not hit.
13.
Does not hit.
Okay. And that is gonna be his turn. Astrid.
Tobias, you're looking kind of rough again, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Astrid is petrified. You know, usually she runs away and asks you guys to save her, but you were in front of this just creature out of nightmare, and you don't look good. She's actually going to run up and grab you by the arm and say, Tobias, I know you can do it. And do a cure wounds for 4
Where specifically are you running next to him? What square?
right here.
Okay.
And then,
Nice.
yeah, kind of, then she will zip back into her corner.
Alright.
Crappy roll.
That's
Here.
okay. I appreciate it all the same.
Alright, I'm going to first give myself those 3 temp hit points, because that's what I have in totality now. And I'm going to try and battle axe this guy down again. See if it works. 13?
That misses.
Dang. Alright, that's... I'm gonna... Yeah, it's my turn.
Alright, he's gonna try and hit you. 20.
Yeah.
4,
Rude.
3.
Hey, those are my 10 hit points. I'll take it.
Okay,
He's just
Iric.
tickling you, man.
and
Well,
just let it
Iric-
be known, Iric will not be able to
Iric-
get behind him.
No. Because is the throne like by a wall? Is that the okay? Well, in that case,
So
Pyric will just step on the body of his buddy there and kind of maybe tromp on it for good measure and go ahead and attack our big bad boy.
All right, and they are at advantage because he recklessed.
Ooh, okay.
Do it.
Here's the first
16
attack.
16 hits.
Okay. And then here's the second.
Yeah, roll the damage. 14 hits too.
All right. So he's just yelling, "Ah!
Okay.
You will eat none of my friends today!"
Tobias, you are up.
Indeed. Taste steel! And then I'm gonna try to shove lightning into his mouth. So, at advantage, here we go. Or,
Hits and hits.
and are we just gonna go with the first one?
Yeah. So,
And
roll
then,
again.
Oh, okay. So,
If you hold down shift, it'll, and then click on the attack, it'll roll at advantage.
oh, okay. Does it not do anything while I click on the assault axe because it already rolled damage?
You don't have to click on the assault because it already adds the damage in there. So
okay.
It pre-rolls all that damage on there.
Okay, so I'll just roll again, and it'll just have the damage we're gonna go with. So,
We'll
so
roll
11.
again.
He only has one attack.
Oh,
yeah,
right,
I only
right.
have one.
So then you deal 13 damage because we take that first one.
Okay,
5.
so it's gonna be +1 because it doesn't have my extra dexterity.
Okay.
Doesn't it? That lasts until you put your weapon down. For
Oh no,
celerity.
but yeah, it's still going, but I haven't increased my stats to reflect it.
Oh.
Okay. So you do connect and deal damage. Is that your turn?
That is my turn, but I'm gonna shuffle over this way. So perhaps if Opier kills this guy, he can flank me from here. Is that possible?
Okay. No.
Oh, okay. Just not enough room.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll stay put there.
Okay. So Gwyn.
I'm gonna take a firebolt shot at our main dude.
Okay.
Is it still at advantage because he recklessed?
That is only melee attack rolls. I think.
Okay. If it runs like a normal barbarian, it's any attack rolls, I believe.
Attack rolls against you have
Yes.
advantage. So any attack against the barbarian
then
has
yeah.
advantage.
So advantage?
Yes.
Help me not get a natural 1. 22?
That does hit.
That was a natural 2 for my other one.
Alright.
A total of
A natural
10
one.
for fire damage. It wasn't
Okay.
a natural 1, you were
Is
right.
that your turn?
Yeah, that is the end of my turn. I'm going to stay in my little safety corner.
Alright.
That is all you asked for.
He's gonna slam down his great axe again and let out this cacophony of devilish laughter. As he's just gonna go reckless. He's all in on this, man. So first swing at Tobias
Okay.
is a nat 20.
Oh,
That's rough. That's rough.
And
20 damage. 20.
Okay,
4.
so I don't think I have anything to cushion this, but yeah, I'm gonna be down.
Okay. And then
Bleh.
he's a cannibal. He wants you dead. He attacks again, giving you 2 failed death saves.
Ow.
Uh-huh.
And he's just standing there cutting open Tobias with an absolute grin on his face. You see Gwyn and Astrid, you see as he's cutting him open, some of Tobias's blood is splashed onto his face, and he just licks his lips. And while Astrid, it's your turn.
Jeez. Astrid runs forward, drops to her knees, and kind of half throws herself over Tobias. And as she was running, she took her one healing potion out of her bag, and she pours it into Tobias's mouth.
Okay. So roll that healing potion as your action. Tobias, you get 6 healing.
In bad roll.
Okay.
What square are you in, by the way?
I'm right there, but, half over him.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I said.
Yep. Okay. And is that your turn?
Yeah.
Opir.
Well, damn. Alright, this accelerates what I was kind of planning to do, so I'm just gonna step around this guy, stay in his melee, and as I do it, I'm gonna take my axe, look to Gwen, and just point at the guy behind me, and take my focus completely away from the guy who's in my back position, and I'm going to attack at advantage. I'm gonna drop my shield and attack with 2 weapons, one being my normal battle axe and my other one being my my hand axe. So
Okay.
here's my first attack.
That
20
hits.
for 8 damage, and then this is my bonus action attack with my hand axe for 7 more damage. So a
Okay.
total of 15, and then just because I'm not stupid when it comes to fighting, I'm just gonna step right there.
Okay, and Bone Shredder is not looking good.
Yeah,
It
that is my turn.
son of Grimgrenir, who is going to take an attack at you, sir,
Yeah, that makes sense.
for a 6.
That misses.
And then he's gonna move in. Eirik.
Finish him off, Eirik. Stab him with the axe. Do it. Or the short sword, I guess.
Yeah, short sword. Okay. That's what he is certainly going to try to do. And you said it was reckless, right?
Yep, so he gets
Okay.
advantage.
Here we go. First attack.
That hits.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
That hits.
Nice, good job. Thick thigh, beefy boy.
Yep.
Okay, he is not looking good. Bone Shredder looks like on his last legs.
Mm.
Okay, well, he's staying right there.
Alright, Tobias, you are on the ground, barely alive.
I'm gonna stand up and swing while I stand up at this guy who downed me.
Oh man, I hope you get the kill shot.
I kind of hope so too. 16.
That does hit, and you take your axe and slam it into Yask as he falls backwards onto his throne. With one man left. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Gwyn.
Great, so I'm going to move up and I'm going to reach out a hand to this guy and I'm just going to try to grab him and just claw at him as I can as I deliver Shocking Grasp.
Okay. That hits
21! Oh!
big damage.
Great, well, I'm going to use this to my advantage because with Shocking Grasp, they can't take a reaction, so I'm actually going to move from there, and I'm going to move my way behind Tobias and by Astrid.
Okay. Astrid.
I feel like I sort of landed on the floor as Tobias got up, and I'm going to say to Tobias, duck. And I'm going to take a shot with my crossbow
Okay.
at our remaining buddy there.
That misses.
Okay.
Okay.
She's rattled. It's
I'm gonna do what I did to his boss. Battle axe and then hand axe.
Okay.
Well,
Miss.
poop. Oops.
Miss.
Wow. I'm not gonna do what I did to his boss.
He's gonna try and hit you.
But
if
I
you
am gonna
stay where
move
you
to right.
are.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move over there though, so I at least take some of the away from everybody else.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where I'll move to.
Okay. Okay, if my sheet will open. He's gonna take a swing at you for 14.
He goes to take a swing, and I cross my axes and catch his blade in the two handles and just like shimmy it away.
Eirik.
Well, can Eirik make his way over there, I guess, through our little people?
Yeah, Eirik can get here.
Okay. He's just gonna, I don't know, bound over the throne heroically. That's
Yeah.
totally what he's gonna do.
And 2 attacks.
And
Not an
here we
advantage.
go. Yep.
That
First
hits.
one. Second one.
That misses.
7 damage.
Okay, Tobias. He's not surviving to his next turn, so I'm just getting rid of the turn order, but it's your turn.
I'm gonna jump on top of his boss and try to decapitate this guy.
Okay. You take the head off of him, and he falls to the ground. And from your position, give me an investigation real quick.
Oh, neat.
You see what looks to be a chest tucked away behind the throne.
Good fight. Oh, there seems to be a treasure chest back here.
And as you kind of come down to inspect it, with barely any life to him, Bone Shredder coughs up a spattering of blood and just looks at all of you and says, "The time of man is over. He shall reign over Midgard, defying the gods themselves. My brothers will punish you." And then as he says that, he chokes up on his blood and then falls backwards once again, dying with a cruel grimace on his face.
At that statement, can I roll either an investigation or a medicine check to see if he is from Midgard?
You may.
Can I
Roll a medicine.
do history to see if I remember that name in kind of the same way in any of the sagas?
Sure.
Okay.
Could I make an argument for nature instead of medicine?
No.
Okay.
Could I put my boot on his throat and just kind of whisper, "It looks like you're eating yourself to death"?
Sure. So with a 16 and a 3, I mean, listen, even with a 3, he's human. He's what you guys are. He's just very messed up. With a 16, I mean, you haven't heard of Yask Bone Shredder before. You know that there are some cannibalistic tribes out there, but this is the first time you're encountering the so-called Sons of Hrimgrimnir. Unless you're asking about who Hrimgrimnir is, in which case you would have that knowledge, and in which case you can Google him.
Okay. I will consult the mighty tomes.
And as Bone Shredder does die, his great axe clangs to the ground, letting out one final cacophony of laughter. And to speed things up a little bit, because we've gone for quite a session, gang.
Mm-hmm.
We killed a lot of people.
You are able, inside the chest behind the throne, you are able to gather this much. So 420 silver, 80 copper, and precious gems worth a total of 150 gold. And you are able to, if any of you wished, you can take Yask's great axe as well.
Does that chest look like it fits here or has been here? Does it have like his bloody handprints all over it?
It looks like they definitely rounded up the loot of the town in general.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I will leave the item acquisition to my friends, and I'm gonna see if I can't bring some solace to the villagers they killed.
Okay. How so?
Assuming that, like, looking around, I don't see any more enemy combatants, I would scoop up all the heads out of the ground, or I mean, out of the water, and, like, at least do them the service of removing the spikes from their head and closing their eyes, make them look more at peace before lighting a ritual pyre for all of them.
You are able to do so. It does take some time to gather it all.
Yeah. Ooh, that is an interesting idea.
Could I convert it into something else? Because I intend to be a full-time 2-weapon fighter, but I need 2 different weapons. So if I could convert it into like a maul or a club or something
I'll
like that.
honestly say,
or I can always just buy
because
one
it's
later.
funny. If you wanted to turn it into a battle axe, you can just say Opir basically takes his boot and just breaks off a large part of the handle to make it shorter.
That's fair.
Yeah. I would.
And then,
so okay.
Do you care if, for the feat perspective, if I don't know if D&D Beyond's gonna let me do it if I use 2 battle axes, because I think that's cooler than a battle axe and something else.
Yeah,
but
I'll allow it.
Cool.
I will allow that. I will ask. As you guys are all looting and you finish your pyre, you go back to the boat and you begin the journey home. Does Opir attune to this newly formed battle axe?
Sure. So could I, because I have woodworking tools and I'm proficient with probably on the boat, so I would imagine that I probably use my axe and cut the handle in half, and then when we got to the boat, kind of like finish it up a little bit, and maybe I sawed like the tip of maybe I like reforged the tip of the big axe sound a little bit smaller, so I just have like a little bit thicker battle axe than what I have right now. But yeah, I will take some time and.
With that reworking, and Astrid will ask Opir this. Is that reworking going to like take any curses off it? If it has any?
No.
No? Do you think maybe we should, I don't know, get that looked at
Too
first
late.
before you?
I think I've already attuned to it. I've been spending a lot of time with this axe. I think I kind of made it my own. I have customized it now.
Okay, well, that should be fine. I'm sure we have nothing to worry about.
Eventually, you guys make it back to Uppsala, where you guys are immediately taken in by the temple, the priests' temples, who bring you in, tend to your wounds, and look after the prisoners. And you are able to rest a while, so you do get a long rest. At some point, You get a summons by the Jarl, who brings you in. You see this in his house. This long table is filled with food and a meal fit for warriors. And you see Thorgest in there as well, and he signals all of you to sit by Thorgest. And the Jarl begins speaking and says, "I must offer you my apologies for ever doubting you. You came back alive and well and gave a demonstration of the courage and the generosity of Uppsala to the people of the nearby kingdoms. Both Thorgest and I are really eager to hear what you've got to tell us, but first you must hear what Thorgest news." And you see Thorgest lays down his spoon, sighs loudly, raises his head and fixes his cold blue eyes onto each of you one by one, and says, "The ritual, the one that kept me busy for an entire week, consuming my energies, my spirit, my life force, was alas an utter failure." And the Jarl interrupts him and walks over and lays a hand on his shoulder, saying, "Don't say that. You made some progress. Seeing how much you devoted yourself to this matter, I cannot but admit there may be a problem that goes beyond mere divinations." And Thorgest begins talking once more, lowers his head for a moment, and says, "What I managed to understand is that an entire age, the one presided by Our Lady Freya, is beyond our divinations. And the most curious thing is, for the life of me, I cannot name a single rune that was included in that aid. I bet neither can you," he says, looking at each of you. "The Jarl says he has a faint memory of a rune that was supposed to be a good omen and fortune in some sense. And that was the rune he so ardently wanted to obtain. But it is as if those runes have been erased from our memory, from reality. I don't know how that could happen. Those runes have vanished from writings, engravings, and even our satchels, leaving behind just dust." And the Jarl, you see him turn serious for a moment, and he looks at an empty chair next to him, and he says, "We will find an explanation. Now let's eat. Tomorrow is a new day." And we fade to black as food is consumed, and you each level up.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Can I say that as we're all grabbing food, I grab Astrid a full tankard of ale and say, "You did well, Astrid. This time it is you who saved me."
And with a final toast, everyone say goodbye to you two.
Bye.
Bye, you two.
Bye, you two.
Cheers.
See you next time on Journey to Ragnarök.